Did you know that Starbucks is one of the largest, not coffee shops, but banks in the entire world? Why is that important and what does that have to do with real estate? We're gonna dive into that because it does matter, and I'm gonna connect the dots all together for you on this intriguing video here in just a minute. But first, if you'd like to have a private one-on-one call for just 5 to 15 minutes with myself regarding Real Broker, please go ahead and click that Calendly link below or the contact information at the bottom of the screen. With this new financial technology that Real Broker is coming out with, it's gonna change the game in the entire real estate brokerage space. So we're gonna dive into this technology and what it's all about, and then you can make that decision if my bold claim is right or wrong. So comment below and let me know, am I crazy or is this pretty flippin' cool? What the leadership of Real Broker is doing is they are adding a huge component of financial technology, otherwise known as FinTech, to the entire ecosystem of Real Broker and for all of its employees and agents. And guys, this is going to be a game changer. This is the future of real estate brokerage. I have no doubt about it. They are introducing something called Real Wallet. Now, we're all familiar with Apple Wallet. It's the same concept, but Real Wallet for all agents with Real. Now, let me pause there because before I go any further regarding all the things that come with that, let's go back to that Starbucks comment I made at the beginning of this video. Did you know that Starbucks, if they applied for a banking license, would be the 5th largest bank in the entire world? But Kelly, I thought Starbucks just sold coffee. Well, they do, amongst other things, but their banking function arm, which does not act as a traditional bank, is the main aspect that drives revenue and shareholder value for the entire company. So is this really true? And what does this have to do with real estate and real estate brokerage? Well, first of all, it is true. And Starbucks has exploded over the years ever since introducing the ability to preload cards and pay with their app. This came out in 2011. And if you look at their stock price, you can see that from 2010, 2011, it started to rise and rise consistently and pretty quickly throughout the years after introducing this ability to have a preloaded card and pay on the app. Starbucks customers preload their virtual wallets and gift cards with the incentive to earn double the rewards for spending, all while Starbucks avoids costly transaction fees. These preloaded funds act as a source of free lending with no interest for the company. Stored card values for Starbucks act as a bank deposit and have few regulatory requirements since they can't be redeemed for cash and aren't insured. These deposits are recorded as a liability for Starbucks, and in doing so, the brand can use these funds for business as they see fit. If Starbucks was a bank, it would rank 5th in the US for cash reserves behind PayPal, American Express, SunTrust, and SVB. The advent of the Starbucks card and mobile app has become an essential part of the company's financial system, with the company holding more cash in reserve each year. In fact, Starbucks also gains $118 million in revenue from unused gift cards and loyalty credits. This means Starbucks keeps all preloaded funds that go unused or unspent over time. What an incredible, smart concept by Starbucks, and one of the reasons why they're the best performing companies on the stock market each and every year, it seems like. In fact, Starbucks has accumulated around $1.6 billion of prepaid money on their customers' cards. To put this into context, $1 billion plus sitting in money or in cash on Starbucks' balance sheet, if you will, is more than 85% of all other banks in the world, because most banks keep less than $1 million in assets at any given time. So if this hasn't woken you up and shocked you in terms of this information I just given you about a coffee shop, then the following information regarding Real Broker and what they're doing for the real estate brokerage industry will. So with this initiative that Real is doing to make FinTech part of the main ecosystem of how Real Brokerage does business in the brokerage space, and hopefully getting it reevaluated as a FinTech company that happens to work in the real estate brokerage space, according to Wall Street, they are offering multiple other things that have to do with the Real Wallet. They are offering a debit card and a credit card. So what will happen is every single agent will get a Real Wallet in their profile, their account. So before we go any further, I think it's very important to stop and say the only reason that this can happen at all with Real Brokerage is because we own our own technology. We have built and own our own technology. Pritesh Damani, who's our CTO, is a ninja. He is so smart. His team is so good. Their technology, Lego block style, from the foundation up until what it is. And so being able to have all that data of everything that goes on with the entire company throughout North America is huge. And you have the ability to add things, change things, build things on top of things, which no other company has, because other companies white label and bolt on technology from other companies that they use. And so you don't have the same capability or functionality with the technology when doing so. And so that sets the stage for Real to be able to do this huge initiative, which is going to really change the game and is super exciting for all agents that will be with this company. So with Real Wallet, how it works is when you get paid, instead of having to wait maybe 24 hours for a direct deposit or wire transfer into your account from your commission check, you now will be paid instantaneously. That money will show up in your Real Wallet and you can choose to keep it there, or you can choose to have it automatically with a toggle switch move over to your business account with Wells Fargo or Chase Bank or wherever you want to send the money. You don't have to keep it in your Real Wallet if you don't want to. But if you choose to keep it in Real Wallet, there'll be some perks to doing so. One of those will be an interest rate that will be paid on the money that sits in there. And as mentioned before, you also receive a debit card and a credit card. And these cards will be used just like normal credit cards you would have to go use for any of the purchases you want to do. So when you go buy your groceries at Walmart and you swipe that card, you earn points just like you do on your Amex card or any other credit card. And those points, wait for it, they can be used to offset your brokerage fees to make your business cost neutral to be at Real. That's right, guys. You can take those points and you can use them to offset any fees the brokerage charges for you to be there, which is incredible. And if you're a team leader, maybe you accumulate a bunch of points because you put all of your business expenses on this card and you already offset all of your fees and you have extra points. You could use some of those points to actually give to other people on your team simply as a way to saying thank you if you so choose. How cool is that? So I can hear the naysayers right now.
Well, Kelly, how could they possibly afford to do this? Because if they do that, they won't be profitable, and therefore the stock price will not go up and the company will not be able to be sustainable long term.
I'm glad you brought that up. The reason they can do that, naysayer, is because they have interchange fees when people use and swipe the card that the company retains, and it substitutes the revenue that they would be getting from the agent. And so instead of charging the agent, they get to now make that and charge that off the swipe of the card. That is also benefiting the agent because they're going to go buy their groceries and their clothing items and things of that nature regardless. That, my friends, is the definition of win, win, and win some more. This is super exciting. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice because as I'm sitting here going over it, there's just so many options and so much flexibility and so many things that does truly create a win-win relationship with Real truly believing that they work for their agents. And this is going to help agents. This is going to change some lives for agents being at this company. But we're just getting started. We have some more stuff to continue to talk about. And that the next thing would be a line of credit. So because Real has their own technology, they're able to underwrite every single agent at the company in real time almost in terms of offering them a specific dollar amount as a line of credit that they can use for whatever they want. They can use it to offset business expenses. They can use it to get through a hard time because the market's maybe in a small downturn or a slump. They can use it for an investment to go buy a rental property if they want. They can use it for whatever they want to. It's given to them from the company based on or collateralized on their financial stability. Now, how does the company know their financial stability? They know it based upon their data and the history of everything they have with their financial picture. Again, something they would not be able to do if they did not own their own technology. So the things that it will be collateralized against or underwritten against would be any pending transactions they have currently going on, post transactions they've already closed, the amount of money that might be sitting in their Real wallet, the equity from the stock they have earned. Because guys, remember, when you earn stock bonuses through Real, in which they are giving either just a straight up bonus for shares or money to match through the stock purchase program, there is a hold time on that stock before the agent can cash it out completely. Based on the stock purchase program, it's a 1-year hold time or an RSU, restricted stock unit, for 1 year. And then if it's a stock bonus given to them like the Elite Agent Award or an Attraction Award, that is a 3-year hold time on the RSU. And so as that money sits in the agent's Morgan Stanley brokerage account, not being able to be cashed out yet, that can be used as collateral to get a larger line of credit from the company if the agent so chooses. So again, another situation in which you're creating a win-win solution. The last thing it's collateralized against is the revenue share. That's right, guys. What they love about revenue share is that it's more predictable than actually closing homes or transactions or escrows, because as we all know, that can be more of a roller coaster ride. Well, with revenue share, because it's such a large sample size of people maybe below you in your network that you make small pieces of money off of every time deals are closed, that is more consistent. And so if an agent's real estate business, when it comes to closing transactions, looks like a Six Flags roller coaster, The revenue share looks more like a kiddie ride at the local carnival. And so it's more consistent. The technology knows it's more consistent. The agent is good for a certain amount of money coming down the pike. And so therefore, here's your nice line of credit that you can use however you want, Mr. or Mrs. Agent. Have fun. You earned it. And what's great about this line of credit is there's been a lot of research done on Real's leadership part. They put surveys out to agents both in the company and outside the company, asking them that if they could use an additional line of credit, a cash infusion at certain times throughout a year, would that be valuable to them? And the overwhelming majority of agents said, yes, I would love to have access to a line of credit. Maybe I won't use it right now for a while, but if the market ever goes down a little bit, or if I have extra bills to pay, medical expenses, whatever it may be, I would love to have the access to that capital to get me through maybe a more difficult time. And we all know with 1099 commission salespeople, that's a real thing. And so having that ability to have your company provide that to you without any additional applications or financial document submissions or anything of that nature, or put up your house as collateral, nothing of that. And you have a line of credit at your disposal based upon being on a platform and with a company with leadership that is forward thinking and ready to make the best out of an agent's real estate future. Now, because of these ideas and more, this is why Inman in 2023 named Real Brokerage the Innovator of the Year. And now possibly saving the best for last, with all these changes coming down the pike in 2024, with all these financial tech offerings that will be launching this year, how might that affect the stock price of Real Broker? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is arguably the most exciting thing about all of this. So again, let's go back to Starbucks. Let's look at their stock when they first introduced the ability to pay on their mobile app and have those preloaded cards, which again, it was around 2011 into 2010, right in that time frame. Their stock was around $12 a share. Well, in just 1 year later, the stock had almost doubled up to around $24 a share. And then just 3 years later after that, it doubled again to about $48 a share. And today it sits around about $80 a share. And it's been as high as $121, $122 a share over the lifetime in these past 10 years or so. So now let's look at Real Broker stock, REAX ticker symbol. Currently it sits around $5 a share. It's been going up a lot over the past year or two because of the amazing growth that brokerage has experienced. In fact, it's the fastest growing real estate brokerage in North America by far, and is continuing to grow. When I first started, there were about 6,100 agents with the company in October 2022, and now there's well over 18,000 agents and growing rapidly. So with that growth combined with this new technology that they're adding as a layer, a huge layer onto the ecosystem that every agent has access to, when Wall Street gets wind of this and they start looking at the company as more of a fintech company as opposed to just a real estate brokerage, what is going to happen to the stock? I think when you look at Starbucks as a case study, even though there are still a lot of differences between Starbucks and Real Broker, you can start making some educated guesses that fintech companies are valued a lot more than what real estate brokerages are. And so the stock potentially could run nicely and run really well, actually, over the next 2 to 5 years, like Starbucks did as well. But again, there is no guarantee. Who knows what could happen? All I'm saying is, though, when you're playing the stock market, it is full of a bunch of educated, informed guesses that you're trying to do the best with to try to make the most money possible over a long period of time. So this stock may be one that may be well worth looking into a little bit closer, or just being part of the system here at Real, in which you can earn free stock for doing the job you're already going to do with helping people buy and sell and invest in real estate. So I hope this video was good and gives you a lot of insight and detail about the future of Real Broker and all the fintech they have coming out in 2024 and into 2025 as they roll all of this out. I'm super proud and happy to be part of a company that is forward thinking and innovative in trying to grow this company and help all the agents be the best they can be with their businesses. So if you want any more information about Real Broker, or to contact me and just have a phone conversation, check out the information below. Use it. I love to have a conversation with you, and I hope this video and all the videos on this channel are very helpful for you in making a decision about Real, if it's right for you or not. Either way, let's have a conversation. I would love to do that. Please like this video and get this information out to more and more people, and just go ahead and tap that subscribe button if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate it. And check out our playlist right here of more videos about Real Broker. Make it a phenomenal day.